So what we're here to discuss is something that is so beautiful and so free. It's something that's not hidden. It's not far away. You haven't missed it, or you can't avoid it. It can't be found or lost. It's not something that somebody has and you don't have, or somebody has more and you have less. What's being spoken about is life, what is happening. What is happening? It can never not be what is happening. But what seems to happen in humans, in the human form, is this dream happens, this position begins from a young age, this position of someone looking out of the eyes, somebody separate, existing, being here, in this. And then with that sense of I am someone in the body, there's this seeking to find the end of that, to find fulfillment, to find love, to find home. And so it imagines what it needs to be complete, to be whole. And we're told it's people, it's good job, it's career, it's lovers, whatever we're told. And so there's this trying to acquire these things, to take away that sense of I'm not enough, I'm incomplete, I'm not whole. And what's being pointed out in this message is that none of those things that we're sold to be it can ever fulfill that sense of lack, of not enough, of I am something incomplete. There can be temporary pleasures and highs got from getting something or someone, but it will never ultimately fulfill that sense of lack, of being something separate. And so it keeps looking for, okay, it wasn't that, let's try something else, let's try this, let's try that. This is endless seeking for home, for fulfillment. This longing. But that fulfillment, that wholeness, isn't in time. You've been told you'll get it in the future, you'll get it in time, you'll find it in that timeline. But it doesn't exist in time. that wholeness or love that's been looked for is what you are, is the nature of this experience. The nature of this is love, is fulfillment, is wholeness, is totally complete. But while that seeker's playing out, looking for fulfillment in form, then that's what's happening. But this is a continuous pointing back to that freedom which already is, back to that love which already is. What you look for already is happening. It's not in time, not the end of some journey. So this isn't being spoken to that seeker, to that person. It can't be, because that seeker can only seek, can only look for fulfillment. So you can't take it on as a teaching, as a person, because this isn't being spoken to you. You can only do that seeking, that looking for this. This is a mere pointing to that which already is free. And what seems to happen in these types of meetings and talks is that illusion gets unpicked. That there's someone sitting here and listening to these words. That gets unpicked or exposed to be not a reality, not true. This is miraculous that this is happening. This room is happening. These words are happening. The cup is happening. Table, the leg, the floor. It's miraculous. The thoughts appear. It's amazing. So this discovery of this isn't a personal discovery. No one discovers this, but it's discovered. It's a coming home. But you never left. It was a dream happening. So yeah, I'm not really sure what happened in terms of, you asked about how did I get to this point of seeing something else.
Yeah, I think it's because, well, I find all the teaching very interesting and everything. But also very much rooted in like, well, I'm not that spiritually enlightened that I know how to that you can live in the world but not of it. So we do have to function as human beings that do have a past and a future and a now, and it's managing life with a deeper awareness that things don't matter that much, but in the dream, well, they do. So it's knowing that you just watch yourself function in the dream. You watch yourself having a cup of coffee, because I'm quite thirsty and I'm not an enlightened being, that my body needs a drink. But then you step back from that and watch yourself do that. Because you do have to function in a world.
So what would you say enlightenment was? What do you think enlightenment is?
I don't think you can describe it. It might be that moment that you had where you just, everything drops away, and it's like probably trying to describe God or something. That's not it. And I think it's when the mind is totally free, yeah, and aware of itself, but there's contradiction, but not aware of itself, if you know what I mean. It's beyond awareness. So, but to live in an enlightened state is,
and can you
dare
keep
I
it?
say, is possible. Very, very rare. Let's say it's very rare that people would attain that.
Yeah, you might feel like you've had it.
Yeah, you might have little
maintain
drops
it.
Yeah, because then you're thrown back into the world.
The world sucks it back out of you.
And anyone can sit under a tree and be like peaceful, but can you have the awareness of enlightenment in the middle of Iraq when your fingernails are being ripped out? Then you can, and you are
being present in the present.
They can rip you. Yeah, it's like crucify.
What I'm talking about. What I'm talking about is the end of that person that's trying to function in the world and trying to be aware of things and it's the end of that person. So the question of how can that person become more aware or be more conscious or be enlightened, it's the end of that person. That's not even an issue. So the end of that person, the death of that person, means what's left is life happening.
There always has been. It's just that we haven't noticed that it's
just life happening, just these words being spoken, just actions happening.
So they still carry on with their life as it is, but their awareness is
no. That person is no longer. There's just life happening.
So they don't work anymore.
That's the whole point. We're pointing to what is, what's happening. What's happening is life's happening now. There's speaking happening now. There's sounds appearing now. There's objects appearing now. There's nobody in that, appearing in that. When the person's there, it feels as if I'm involved in this. So I'm here on the seat, sitting and listening. I'm aware of those words. She's speaking over there to me here. There's that dream playing out, which feels real, as if it's a reality. So this is about the end of that dream, of you being on that seat. It's a dream happening. So what's left is sitting on a seat, sounds, cup, room. That's what's left. That's life happening.